Skye in Colorado.
Skye, welcome back.
Hey.
Hi, guys. How are you doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah.
We're excited to talk to you. How can we help?
Definitely.
So I just wanted to give a quick update and ask for some advice. So last time we talked, I was like a struggling theist, and since then I've deconverted. You know, I'm just calling myself an atheist. I'm out or whatever.
Congratulations.
You asked me, yeah, V, you asked me a question last time because I was struggling coming out to my family because I was afraid my mom would like cut off contact with my siblings and stuff.
I remember that.
You asked me if it would be a better trade-off. Yeah, you asked me if it would be a better trade-off. So I was still deciding that, and my mom came to me, and she asked me to step in and help my younger sister with some questions that she had, because she knew that I had been researching this stuff and was like, well, she's not going to listen to me. She might listen to you, kind of thing. So I was like, okay, well, this is a perfect time for me. I'm like, well, so I don't really believe anymore because of those questions. So we sat and we had a long conversation about it, and it basically turned into like an intervention with her and my dad, where they sat me down and they're like, if you don't stop with this nonsense, basically, we're going to have to cut off contact with you. It's for your own good. You know, you can always come back, but until you need to fix yourself, basically.
Fuck that.
I'm so sorry. That.
Yeah.
Skye, that is horrible. I am heartbroken.
People talk about, well, what's the fucking harm? This is the harm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you safe?
2 weeks ago, and yes, I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm not fine with it, obviously, but like I'm okay.
Okay. Good.
So it's been a few weeks. I haven't been able to talk to any of my siblings. I don't know what my mom or my dad told them went on, but I do know that eventually they will be pester enough that I will be able to talk to them. Couple of them are really young, like 10 and 12. I don't know how I want to approach this with them.
Yeah.
Because this wasn't my choice. And yet they still live under my parents' roof. They still have to listen to all this stuff. I'm not going to go into deep theological questions or be like creationism isn't real. They're too young for that.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, as two older siblings.
Yeah. So, geez, in my experience, I couldn't. And it took time, and it took the limited exposure I did have, and what I prioritized for myself was my relationship with them, period. And over time, the communication grew, and we were able to establish relationships and communicate like that. But it took time.
Here's the thing. I also came out as an atheist. All of my siblings are still religious. And there was never a hard and fast, you can't talk to them anymore. But I picked up on a difference, right? They all talked about me. They made assumptions about what it meant that I was an atheist. And then it was up to me to kind of either, fix that, or, do I go in and tell them how they're wrong, or do I wait for them to come to me? And honestly, and this is just my experience, so I certainly don't want to put this on anybody else as the only thing to do. I made myself available should they want to talk to me. And you know what happened? The siblings who had questions that they knew nobody else would answer and everybody else would judge them for came to me. And then I was able to give them advice that they would not have gotten elsewhere. Not necessarily about God, but about sex or about, relationships or, all of these things. I was the one getting the questions. nobody else in the religious family was getting these questions or giving good answers. And so very slowly, I was able to build up this reputation as the safe one, the one where they could go with questions where they wouldn't be judged, where they wouldn't be told, oh, that's wrong or that's bad. Unless, of course, they were actually doing something that was harmful. But yeah, I think if you know that you are going to get to talk to your siblings again because they're just going to demand it, you don't need to worry about saving them right now. What you need to worry about is protecting yourself, first of all, but also just being there, being, like we told the caller before this, being that second option, being that safe space that was outside of the indoctrination and can just, you know, for lack of a better term, Skye, you've probably heard this before, speak truth into it, right? Yeah. So that would be my suggestion. But again, this is just from my experience.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I wanted to call in and hear about. You know,
have you checked out our Discord or Facebook or any of the other ACA groups?
I have tried to go onto Discord. It's kind of, I don't understand it. So.
Me neither.
So there's a mobile app and there's a program on the computer, and you can also go through your web browser. And we've got a really awesome community. If not, check us out on Facebook because we have some amazing people who I'm already seeing tons and tons of love going your way. And I'm sure there are lots of people who would love to talk to you. So if you'd like to, join our community. Come and say hi.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Yeah, this is great. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in with an update.
Happy Sunday.
You too. And call back if you have other questions, or maybe if one of your siblings does come to you with a question and you'd like help answering, we're here for you.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Of course.
Take care.
Bye.